my scrappy friends, welcome to the Crafty Maven Getaway. This is Hannah with you today, and I have a special project that I am sharing with you that I made at my house. You're just watching me do some die cutting with just a manual die cutter. I don't own a silhouette, so using dies is a good way to get nice clean die cuts at your home without having to cut everything out. I have the Evolution and it's decent. I really need a new extra, like that mat that I have that goes in between is getting really warped. I'm not sure if I over pressed my dies with it or if it is. I've had it for about a year, so I'm just not really sure if it's just the way that it is or what. I mean, I don't use it all the time, but I do use it, and you can use quite a bit of dyes with them, so it's okay. Some of the Amy Tan dyes I don't find work, and I'm using that Flowers from Dear Lizzie, and then those are Tim Holtz thin, like the wafer thin tags. I'm not sure what part of Tim Holtz they are, but they're just a whole bunch of layer tags. So I'm using a flower, and that one of course got wonky. I only show this for a little while, but I did want you guys to kind of see my process a little bit, or at least bits and pieces. I mean, you don't need to see my whole process of cutting everything out. But I did the flowers, I did a smaller tag, and then a little bit bigger tag, but I didn't end up using the bigger tags at all. And then I'm going to cut these out a little bit. You're not going to see me cut them completely out, but I did want you to see that I was going to use these. I really like the clipboard with a clipboard. I thought it would be pretty cute. So I am now trying to assemble. Now, you will see in my pictures an extra clipboard that I didn't show because I kind of started it before, seeing how I thought it would work and if I thought that doing this for a video would work. So I just took the same sheet of paper for both sides and cut it to match the clipboard, and these are just tiny clipboards that I found at just a local, my local, it's like Walmart type of store. I don't know, they were like $2 for the size, really cheap as far as like price. They seem pretty good, they're just clipboards. And then I'm going to take this acetate, and I did feel like it needed something behind, like a white cardstock, but I found this sheet that I used for, actually, I think it was on this channel. I think that was when me and Kelly were scrap lifting each other, and I watercolored on it, and I really like that pink, and it kind of matches, so I added that behind it so you see a little bit more, and it just says love. And I'm just going to kind of be flipping back and forth, but pretty much what I am making is a clipboard that has my kids' names on it, and then I am creating tags that they can put on the clipboard, or you'll see the different ways that I attach them a little bit with their chores on the tags. And so this is just a fun way that they can keep track of the chores that they need to do during the day and make sure that they've done everything. So we're really working this year on giving everybody a job in our house, so everybody has something that they feel like they can contribute to the family, but also that, my kids are, well, Samuel's 4, so he's got a limited, and you'll see his, I didn't show me making his, but he's just got a couple of things because he's 4. Though some kids at 4 can do a lot. Probably as the year goes on, he'll end up having more, but and I mean, none of my kids, we don't make them do tons of stuff, but they're really getting to that age where I feel like they really should learn how to do some things. So right now I'm working on Caden's name, and you're seeing me use the Click Kits kit for December. They had what was the collection, and I should know this because I was just using it. It is Pink Paisley Memorandum, and I have a really hard saying that word. But it was, at first, I really had a hard time cutting into this and using it for something other than a scrapbook page. I don't know if you guys are like that, but I sometimes have a hard time just using something as a project because I'm thinking, oh my gosh, what if I want to use this paper for a layout? But you know, really, in the end, we all have so much product, right? I don't know how you guys are, but I have quite a bit of product. And it was really nice to use a good chunk of a kit on a project and actually be able to see, look at all I did, you know. There's these Bella Boulevard letter stickers, and I used a lot of these on here, and it really helped keep it cohesive. And I could switch out the colors because there was tons of different colors and sizes. I did have to add some other. So I used some Webster's pages, and I also used some Ellie Studio and some Faith Illustrated. So I do have to bring in some other ones because there's just not enough vowels for everything, since I was doing all the chores and everything. But so each clipboard has the kid's name. So right now I'm spelling out Leilani, and I tried to make each clipboard a little bit different. Obviously, each of my kids are different, and like my son's is really simple. I just added a couple of things. It's more blue. The girls are more girly. Though Caden's, I picked that like creative ABC paper with it just has tons of like creative type things. And I did add these sequins, and you know, I'm thinking I will probably regret it because they'll probably end up all over the place. But I really wanted something just really fun for them because, and let me tell you, they seen these and they're like, "Can we look at it?" I was taking pictures of these earlier, and they were like, "Can we see all our chores?" And they just were so excited to see it. And I'm like, "Well, you realize that you're gonna have to do these things." But so right now I'm making a pocket out of this bag, and I had to cut it down because I didn't want it to cover the whole thing. And so I'm thinking about what I want to put in that pocket. If I want to use the tags or the flowers, and if I want anything on the top. And I decided that I'm going to use the phrase from, and this is from My Mind's Eye. Or no, that was the puffy stickers from Memorandum. And then we also got that crepe paper, like with the jars and the stuff. So I used some of the stickers there. I also added the 7 paper golds. Hearts are so pretty. I just really wanted to make it cute, and so I'm just putting their chores on here. I did kind of have to really think about the size of the letter stickers, the alphas that I was doing, and kind of have to move things around. Like here I'm gonna write dishes, and I have to move it a little bit because it was not gonna fit. And I'm not being overly concerned about grammar on it, just because I really didn't feel like going and looking for apostrophes. So Ellie Studio has tons of apostrophes. I suppose I could have looked for that. But those flowers fit right perfectly in that glassine bag, and it just looks so cute. Hopefully my kids won't rip it in a week. The other one you'll see that I attach it with the twine that was in there. And yeah, so this one's just going to say sweep. And like I said, partway through, I'm realizing, oh yeah, I have to switch out some of the letter stickers, which is fine because you know what? Half the time I have like almost unused packs of letter stickers. So it was just this was just a fun way to use a ton of product and make it super cute. And I'm so glad I did this because it just... I was thinking about doing just a product, and this one is going to say hashtag. I thought that was kind of fun play on just pop culture in general. My kids will have no, Lonnie's 7, and we don't really let her watch a whole lot of, YouTube and stuff yet. She's more interested in watching, Netflix and stuff, but, so, and this one says what is that? Put clothes away. I think was what I put on it. Put away clothes or something like that. Put clothes away, I think is what I did. And I used those little ones and it worked out perfect. And I mean, it's not like amazing. And my kid, and I think this is the fun, the good thing and the fun thing about it is that you don't have to be completely like all the letter stickers all be the same. You know, my kids don't really care. That also was from the Click Kit. It was those Dear Lizzie tags, and I really liked that one. Says pretty please. I thought that was cute. The colors match pretty good, and I'm just gonna add some sequins. Like I said, I really wanted to have it be cute so my kids feel like doing chores are fun, because it will wear off the fact that they have these cool clipboards that are all cute when they realize that they actually have to do the things. And I didn't show me making some ones later on, but I have a photo of it. And if you check over at my blog, I'm going to blog a little bit about this too. I will, and my blog is scrapbook pages and cupcakes.com. I will make sure I have the link below, but I'm going to I'll share a few extra pictures that I didn't put in here. I took a ton of pictures. It was so hard to narrow down the pictures. But so this clipboard is for Kaden, and I'm going to use those little clipboards. They were so cute, and they're perfect for adding just words on it. So but I did do an extra few ones that I didn't show, and one says dog poop duty, which I thought probably wouldn't be as fun for you guys to watch, though it is a chore and things have to be done, right? When you have a dog, you have to clean up the dog poop. And my kids help out with that. They don't do it all the time. I do it too. So, but then one says make the bed because they're at that age where they can make their bed, and I have to remind them. Like most kids. I think most kids, right? We have to remind our kids. One says clean sinks because that's something that they can help. They can't do a whole lot with cleaning the bathrooms, but they can help clean out the sinks. And then one says dust rooms. So I know I'm trying to remember what the ones that I put in for Kaden. And I tried to make it so that I could interchange them because some part of the plan is that they don't just get one chore and that's all that they do. Like this one, I think says help with the trashes because, you know, we have like a lot of small bathroom trash, especially in their bathroom because my kids have their own bathroom. And then there's a bathroom downstairs. And, you know, you have those little waste baskets and it's just, you know, it really just helps teach kids to help out around the house. Plus, they help make most of the trash that are in those bathrooms. So why not? You know, no, actually, my daughter Kaden is really good with helping out. If I ask her, she'll do like everything. And I did have to add an E, I think. Those were the Webster's Pages ones. Help with the trash. Like I said, I really didn't go over crazy with grammar. Just because there isn't a ton of space. So, like, if you guys, you know, made something like this, you could totally be as grammar cool as you wanted to. I mean, I obviously don't want my kids to have really bad grammar, but I just wanted it to be simple for them to read. Kaden is just starting to really read this year, so the one says feed dog because that's one of her chores that she has to do. And this one I think was put clothes away because they all have to put their own, well, except for Sam. I help him do it, but they put their own clothes away after I fold them, so. And oh yeah, that was an Ellie Studio heart. I forgot about that. And that little speech bubble I thought would be perfect to add a chore on the inside. It's not a lot of space, but I think that one I just said clothes away or something. I don't even remember. I didn't do that that long ago. I did work on it a couple of I didn't work on it all together, but it was just really fun to do these. And there are some really good close-ups, like I said. So super, super fun and cute. And I really think that something like this is just a fun way. Like I said, a really good way to use up your scrap. Like even if you had scraps or whatever, you know, it's just a fun way to, make something fun for your house. And I hope you guys enjoyed this and just something a little bit different. I know sometimes this day is really hard to come up with different things. So if you guys have any ideas for things that you would like to see us make, don't hesitate to put it down below and bug us about it, because I really do want to give you guys things that you want to see and to be challenged, and to be inspired to make things with your stash or whatever craft goods that you have in your crafty area. So I hope you guys have a great day, and I will talk to you later. Bye.